Good afternoon, everyone. Allison Turner back with you this afternoon. I wanted to talk a little bit about time. This is something I've been really looking at in my own company most recently. And what I mean by that is, we all have the same amount of time. So that's the great thing. Like, we've leveled the playing field. Doesn't matter who you are. You could have billions of dollars. You could have $10 to your name. And we all have the same amount of time, which is awesome. So it's really what we do with the time that's key. So how do we figure out what that next best step is for us? And I've been looking at some of the networking things that my company is involved in, some masterminds, coaching programs, some networking items. And I've been looking at, so obviously they all cost money, but for me, it's less about the money and more about what time are we putting into them? What are we getting out? So what's that return on investment? And then are they going to move us forward? Are those items going to move us forward with where we're going in 2024? So I've really been looking at that, and I've been talking with my team about that because a lot of things are coming due, renewals and this and that, and I'm looking to take pieces of the company a little more towards a virtual platform, but we're not quite there yet. So I just wanted to share with you some of my own struggles, and I'm sure you can relate, but looking at the cost benefit of things. So again, there's a cost a lot of times to networking events and things like that, or networking. I could belong to two chambers. I'm in a coaching program. I've been in a coaching program. We are in a mastermind, and we're literally looking at the return on investment, and then like what time we're putting into it too, because sometimes we can't make everything, right? I mean, there's only so many hours in the day. So some of it's like, how do we capitalize on what we're involved in? And are we capitalizing on it? And then some of it is, what else can we do? And maybe there's better items out there to move our company forward, or better programs, better masterminds, better, networking opportunities, whatever it is. So that's one of the things I've been looking at since we're going into, we are in the final quarter of the year, and we're in November now, which is a little scary to me that we're already in the month of November. And heck, we'll blink and we'll be in January. But so that's really what I want to share with you is, how do you look at what you're involved in? So whether it's, it could be a fitness thing, it could be a business thing, and what are you getting out of it? How much time are you spending doing it? How much is it costing? And then what are you getting out of it? Like, is there that cost benefit for what you're getting? Because ultimately we have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and we never know when our expiration date is. So we want to optimize all our time and not spend it on things that aren't going to progress us forward. So maybe you're in a group that it's great to be in because you love the people, you love the energy, but it's not, and this is a business group. I'm going to speak specifically on business right now, but it's not moving you forward in where you want to go. So is that the best group to be in? It costs time and money. So is that the best use of your time? So I want to challenge you today to really look at what's the best use of your time, what's going to get you the best return on investment. So honestly, it doesn't matter what it cost me. It could cost $395 on the low side. I mean, that's kind of a chamber membership, $395 to $500, around that range, depending on what chamber you're in. And it could go up to, if it's a coaching program, it could go up to $25,000 a year. It could go up higher than that, depending on what you're in. But again, it's the investment is one thing, and you can't get that investment back once you've put that money out. But then how do you optimize it? What's the next step? And have you optimized it with what time you've put in? And then once it's up for renewal, is it something you want to renew? Is it moving you forward? Or is there something you could spend that same amount of money on, or less money sometimes, or sometimes more money, that would continue to move you forward? That's one of the things I really encourage all business owners to look at the end of the year. As things come due, as renewals happen, look at what that next step is for you. What is that next step? Where are you moving? We all have the same amount of time, but it's how we optimize our time that's the most important. And really try, do your best to look at that, because sometimes we overschedule ourselves and we got this, and this, and then we get to the end of the week and we're like, what did we actually accomplish? Did we accomplish what we wanted to accomplish this week? Sometimes I'm so involved in different masterminds, networking events, this, and this, and then I don't get to some of the actual work I want to get to. And so I get to the end of my week and I'm like, did I get done what I needed to get done? And was there time that I invested that maybe wasn't worth the investment? My dog has decided he wants to be on the live camera too. This is Bravo, everyone. He acts shy, but he's really not. So think about that when you're looking at what you're involved in, and then and also when you have opportunities to join new things. Because again, it's an investment and it's a time investment. So it's a money investment, it's a time investment. And what are you going to get out of it? And are you already in where you need to be? And you're already on that path where you need to go? Because sometimes we're already there and we just get, business owners get sidetracked with that shiny syndrome of like, oh, there's something else. And I've really learned, like, people keep offering me things and I'm like, is that the best use of my time? So I encourage you, as we get to the end of this year, or as we are in the end of this year, look at that for yourself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and figure out where your time and energy and money are best spent in 2024. I hope that's been helpful for some of you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now, everyone.